Born and raised in the Lone Star. Born and raised in the Lone Star land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look at my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the blue bonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Candy coated slopes on the move tonight, magnifying glasses in the neon light, bubblegum brains cracking every clue.
Hello, hello, hello. Sorry about all that. I have no clue what StreamYard is doing. Lord bless them. Anyways, we made it through the intro. Let's hope we can make it through the rest of the whole entire show. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all are so sweet and precious for being here, and I am grateful to have each and every one of y'all. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. Hello, TJ. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? And Lisa King. Let's see here. We got Heather. How are you? Hey, YouTuber. Lori. Charlene. Teresa. Hello to everybody. Hey, Kelly East. How you doing, lady? Let's see who else we got up in here with us. Mama, hope you're doing good. And Daisy Duke, look at you coming in hot with the name. Yay. Let's see here. Anybody else sneaking in on us? Cinderella, hello to you. Good to have you always. Hi, Deanna. And just my girls, hello to you. Aloha, our friend, all the way from Hawaii. I hope you are doing well. And hello to everybody. Hello to everyone just listening in. Thank you so much for being here. Hope floats. Always good to have you join us. Hey, Southern Charm. Yay, you made it live. Good deal, good deal. Glad to have everybody with us. And everybody that watches replay, you are always appreciated and loved as well. Well, I don't see Jen and Georgia here, but hopefully she'll watch the replay maybe, or she may come in later. But I just want to give her a special shout out and a thank you to her. This mama heart has been refreshed and she will understand. So good deal, Kelly. Good deal. Awesome. So, hey, I'm out. How you doing? Y'all come on in. Come on in. Have a seat. We got some talking to do today. And shout out to Bullhorn Betty. She played yesterday on her live a little portion of Blue Eyes telling us that you had to have permission from the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox just to even be at the entrance to pass out flyers. Just like us over here, she was outraged. It's absolutely insane. I put it as a post. Share that out. Everybody should know what is exactly happening when it comes to Sebastian's case. Hi, Friends with Scissors. So glad you could join us. Hello, hello. There's Miss Kathy. Hello to you. Sorry I was so late posting and getting my live set up and everything. We had to do a running, or I had to get running around like a chicken with my head cut off, basically trying to get everything ready to go and set up. And it's like, I'm not going to wait. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this if we're going to do it. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. So today, before we get started, I want to show y'all something. You know, several people, and shout out to everybody who's emailed me I love getting emails from you guys because it shows me, or people are asking questions. You're telling me information that you've heard or seen or something, wanting my opinion on something, you know, all kinds of stuff. It's just, I love getting to know each of y'all as y'all do that. And I do appreciate it so much. And today I was telling someone I was sending for a long time TBI, Sumner County info that I had. Never once did I ever get a reply. I started sending my information to the FBI instead. And each and every time I tell them I'm sending this to you because nothing is being replied to let me know they received it at the TBI or Sumner County. So I saw this today and I thought I would share it with each of you. So I wanted to put this up here. Saw this on Facebook today. And this is, as you can see there, the Department of Justice, federal, um, the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. I couldn't get the whole seal in there, but it says, attention Tennesseans, you can safely and anonymously report information to the FBI by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI or tips.fbi.gov. It says whether you remember something from a long time ago, overheard information, were told information about a crime, or witnessed criminal activity, we can help. So I wanted to share that with you all because I got tired of being ignored, basically. And I decided to go to the FBI, and I shared this with a friend today. As we were emailing back and forth and just letting everybody know all at once, this came out, wanted you to see it at any time. If you ever question who should I send information to, you can call it in to the FBI, or you can email it to tips.fbi.gov. So anyways, wanted to share that with you before we got too far into everything else. So it's good to know that they're taking notice that things are not getting looked at, maybe. Not sure, but I have a feeling that they're getting tired of me saying Sumner County and TBI are not even acknowledging that they received the email. Just a standard reply would be nice, so I know that my email was sent and received. That's all. Yes, I'm fixing to do that right now. Thank you, TJ. TJ keeps me on my toes, y'all. And as always, sad we have to do this, but we do. Myself, along with moderators, subscribers, and anyone in chat, express their opinions. On this channel, we present speculation, possibility, and show things found for everyone to decide for themselves what opinion they have. We are here for helpful purposes only. We are not here for drama, hate, or anything negative. Please respect all opinions. And as always, my content is not to be used in any hate, negative way at any time. So that just covers me, my mods, all my friends. I want everyone to feel comfortable that you can put your opinion and you matter, no matter what your opinion is. Seth is out again today doing what he does. I heard a little tidbit that a lot of people had asked yesterday. I saw it. Why is he across the street from the sheriff's department? Well, maybe because they painted the curbs on their side so no one can stand over there. Isn't that convenient? So, anyways, you never know. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Heather. She said she contacted the radio station in the area of Sumner County to try to see if they would put it on to spread awareness of the peaceful protest. Awesome. Guys, I'm telling you, we're a small channel here, but yet, oh, Nicole, yes. Oh, yes. Outraged, pissed off, madder than everything. Yes. We're with you on that one for sure. But you know, I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. I done forgot. I don't even know what it was, but anyways. Oh, I know what I was going to say. No matter how small we are over here, no matter who you are yourself, how many chats you go into or don't go into, you can still make a difference. If you think you need to send information that you're hearing to someone, send it. If you got an idea where to send it, I encourage everybody to send it because we are what's going to make things happen. Obviously, as we read in the email, we have to have permission from the mother and father, but yet the reply email stated very clearly, obviously, they don't want that. So there's no one allowed to pass out material at Pigfest unless you have a sponsorship. And those don't run cheap. So therefore, we are going to work on a whole different route. Trust me, guys, when I say it is being handled. His flyer will be available. His flyer will be passed out. That is a huge crowd that is coming to their city, the city where he, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, went missing from. Don't think we're going to pass up on that opportunity. So if anybody is anywhere close and would like to be there to help pass out flyers, send me an email and I'll get you in touch with the person that's going to be in charge of that, okay? Because it's happening. They can't shut us down completely. There are tickets to get inside, but we can't have a booth space and we can't be able to pass out the missing flyer of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. The only thing I can realize or come to the conclusion of is that, I don't believe that his stepfamily wants to be bothered with seeing his face while they have a fun weekend. That's just my opinion on why. But, his mother is not going to tell us because, don't forget, she pled the fifth, guys. Don't forget. Anyways, she might incriminate herself. She can't speak. She can't tell us the reason why. I know, right, Karen? Who cares about them? That's what I'm saying. Seth has joint custody, from what I understand, which means he has a say so in his son's life. But in the city of Hendersonville, the only say so that counts are the Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks, according to the city of Hendersonville Parks and Recreation guy. Their words, not ours. Not making that up. We got emails to back it up. You know, and when he tells you, we'll have to get the approval of the sheriff, sheriff replies, I have nothing to do with that. Oh, and don't forget to use this flyer put out by TBI. Oh, with the pictures of Sebastian, only about 9 or 10 years old. Give me a break. We're going to use the FBI flyers. You know, because they show him as a teenage boy, not a young kid. We're not looking for a young kid. We're looking for a young man who is almost as tall as his daggum mother. But she's going to put out pictures of him when he was only waist high. Come on, make it make sense, folks, because none of it does. Hello, everybody coming in. Reality, always good to have you with us. Hello, Karen. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Sea Star Shore, hello to you. Right? The TBI guy. Which one? Bobby or Carter? Oh, wait, only one works there. The other one works for Sumner County, right? Make sure we got our people correct here. He's got buddies everywhere. He'll just bring them and have a conversation. What father? A stepfather at that is going to threaten to bring a TBI officer and a sheriff to meet up and have a conversation about trying to find this kid. Hey, Poppy Love. Hey, Cool Cougar. How are you? Yeah, make it make sense. None of it makes sense, guys. It's ridiculous and it's absolutely childish. So, hey, Gracie. How are you? I have a granddaughter named Gracie. Of course, I call her by her first and her middle name, Gracie Ray. She is my little Gracie Ray. Gray Ray is what I call her. She loves it. But so ping. That's what I got up here. Ping. As many of y'all know, isn't it a cute name? Her mama's name is Kaylee Ray, Rae, and she named her daughter, who was born on her my daughter's birthday. My granddaughter was born on my daughter's birthday. They both share the same birthday, so I have a Kaylee Ray and a Gray Ray, so a Gracie Ray. Hey, Blue, good to have you. So, anyways, I'm going to read to you. I didn't have time to get it all loaded, and I do apologize. But AtNIGHT Intelligence on Facebook had posted this, and I saw it. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick to y'all. This was put out 2 days ago. For immediate release, AtNIGHT pursues overseas lead in the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. AtNIGHT private intelligence agency operating under One World Society Corporation confirms it's pursuing a credible lead, deemed such until formally debunked. In the ongoing disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, missing from Hendersonville since February 25th, 2024, on or about August 23rd, 2025, confidential technology channels monitoring Sebastian's biometric and facial identifiers triggered an alert. The ping initiated a rapid escalation protocol. Since then, AtNIGHT has remained in constant contact with authorities overseas, engaged with the U.S. Embassy in the relevant region, and liaised with the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children, ICMEC, and the United Nations Human Trafficking Desk under the Palermo Protocol. Preliminary information indicates that an individual resembling Sebastian's description may have been detained amid unrest abroad. This identification remains unconfirmed. AtNIGHT stresses that no official verification, biometric, DNA, or otherwise, has yet been provided. Sebastian's case is the highest profile missing case in the United States. Whenever a credible lead surfaces, we act decisively and transparently. This lead is not confirmed, but until it is debunked, we owe it to Sebastian, his family, and the public to pursue it. We are coordinating with appropriate U.S. and international channels while respecting jurisdictions. We ask the media and public to be patient, to avoid speculation, and keep the focus on locating Sebastian. AtNIGHT will release an update if the lead is formally debunked, or alternatively, if embassy officials and local authorities are able to make direct contact with the individual and confirm his identity. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from Hendersonville, Tennessee at age 15 and since turned 16. His case has galvanized national attention, with federal, state, and private agencies searching across the United States and internationally. Remain vigilant at airports, bus terminals, border crossings, ferries, and tourist entry points. If you see anything, you may call or text immediately. We urge you to dial 911 if Sebastian is seen, or contact 1-800-CALL-FBI or 1-800-THE-LOST. So, that was 2 days ago, guys. Today, I was in Crime Time Buzz chat earlier, and Nick was in there, made the comment that, you know, they're working on it. They're waiting for it. They're seeing what they can do. And there has since been a new update stating that, hang on, let me see if I can get to it now. It says, this was 4 hours ago, due to escalating complexity and mounting international tensions in the region where AtNIGHT is actively searching for Sebastian Rogers, we may be compelled to turn to the public sooner than anticipated, dependent on confirmation regarding the detainee's status. In preparation, AtNIGHT is prepared to issue an international be on the lookout BOLO alert, accompanied by footage of a subject overseas who bears a strong resemblance to Sebastian. And it goes on, to speak about the active conflict zone, and all the things. But it says, despite limited numbers, our team continues to push forward in an environment where security, timing, and clarity are all under extraordinary strain. So it sounds to me that this biometrical stuff that they have put at each borders where they think Sebastian could possibly be crossing at. I have heard there were 2 men and 1 woman with the person that walked past the face recognition and pinged. Facial recognition technology. It automatically identifies or verifies an individual from a digital image or video by analyzing unique facial features. It uses algorithms to detect faces. It extracts nodal points, converts this data into a numerical template for comparison against a database. And let's see here. Okay, this is the part I wanted to read to you. Feature extraction. In the analysis, the detected face identifying and measuring key facial landmarks such as the distance between the eyes, the nose shape, the jawline, the contours. It creates a template. If that template is close to a proximity of being Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, there will be a ping. And that is what seems to have happened. And it says here, let me get to this page here. Facial recognition technology accuracy varies with near perfect accuracy in ideal conditions, but potential for errors in real world scenarios. While some systems achieve accurate rates as high as 99.97% in controlled environments like passport photo verification, others may exhibit higher error rates. So I wanted to talk about this today because we don't know the technology that is being used. Hello, everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate everybody. But we don't know how it operates, how it works. Where was this face recognized? Where, what part of the face was it that pinged to an identifying it as Sebastian? Hi, Daffy Dog. How are you? So at this time, do we say Sebastian's face pinged? Sadly, I would have to say we can't say that. We can't be the person that puts out information saying they've identified Sebastian. No, we can't. Because it's very possible that this person may have some identifying features that Sebastian has. himself. And so until it's verified, there's nothing yet that we can do except for just pray and hope. Because my goodness, what a glorious day that would be to have Sebastian found. And bless his little soul, he will need exactly what his stepfather said he's going to need when he comes home. Mental help is his words. And that kind of makes me wonder, why would someone say that? What if he found a buddy from school and went and hid out and has been hiding out this whole time at his buddy's house in their attic or basement or wherever, made up a story to the family, and the family thinks he's all alone and they're just taking care of him or whatever it may be. What if he's somewhere like that, hiding because he doesn't want to be in trouble? So why would he need mental help from that? Have you ever thought about it that way? What if he did, you know, attempt and successfully accomplished a Houdini move and got out of that neighborhood and past every camera everywhere around there and got to a friend's house? Kylie's nail candy. I happen to think that some days as well. But then you've got to stop and think, well, then they wouldn't know anything. So his mother wouldn't need to plead the fifth because she wouldn't be guilty of anything, right? If that was the case. So I do not think anything like that has happened. Something that Sebastian did and accomplished and executed all on his own. And his mother doesn't know anything. And I say that because his mother wouldn't need to plead the fifth. If she was innocent, had nothing to do with her child going missing, there would be no need to plead the fifth. She would be going up to that police department every day in the beginning. What did you find today? What's happening today? And as time goes on, she would be standing out on the street corner across from the sheriff's begging for answers to her son. But yet it's only his father doing that. Exactly. His eyes. I agree 100%. KP pleads the fifth so she doesn't talk and accidentally slip and say the wrong thing, because I honestly believe she screwed up their whole entire plan. Every time she talked, she gave different things. She tried to adjust her story. She tried to make her story something that wasn't the truth. And see, the funny part about that is when you tell the truth, you don't have to change it, because the truth is the truth. I agree Just my girls. I think Sebastian loved his father too much to just leave. Exactly. Exactly 100%. When you have a young man going to school and telling them things that are happening in his life at home behind closed doors, and they call and report this to CPS, the school has done their job. The school has done what they are supposed to do to keep that child safe. But if CPS is going to allow those cases to continue and to continue and to continue and continue, that child is not safe. And therefore, I do not believe this young man just went poof on his own. Holly, thank you so much for that. That is so sweet and precious. I appreciate you. You get a little happy dance. Thank you, Holly. You're so sweet. So there we go with, did he leave and do something on his own? No, that's pretty much off the table. What his mother and stepfather have told us, all of that's off the table. They want us to think we're looking at a trash truck in a neighborhood beside their neighborhood up on a hill. Folks, make it make sense. It don't. Margaret, thank you so much for that. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. Here's a happy dance for you. Thank you. That is so sweet of both of y'all. I really appreciate y'all. And so, therefore, pretty much everything they've said pertaining to Sebastian's case, it's ridiculous, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. If it's a trash truck, release it. Oh, but wait, there's a neighbor with the video camera on their house, and they did show the trash truck. Mob Crew has a copy of that. And that trash truck came, it wasn't even dark. Went right by their house and everything. Not even dark. But I still want to know what trash truck has lights that separates and one runs back to the back of the Proudfoot home. Because Houston, we got a problem if that's what's going on. But, you know, we're just keyboard warriors over here, wannabes. And so they think we're just stupid enough to believe this crap. And sadly for them, we're not. The van's also gone. But facial recognition can be a good thing when there's criminals out in this world, missing kids. If it can help, I'm all for it. Please don't ever think I'm against it in any way. And Little Miss Sharon, thank you so much. If you were gifted the membership from Little Miss Sharon, please Tell her thank you so much. That is so sweet. And welcome to our new lollipop. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Sharon. Appreciate that. That is amazing. We'll play our song at the end here. Um, guys, we just want to know where Sebastian is. It's very, very simple. Hey, Gypsy, how you doing, beautiful? Hi, Patty Lee. Yeah, they are so stupid. Exactly. It's ink. Oh, there you are, Jen. I made a little statement earlier just for you. Thank you. My mama heart got a little bit of what was lacking in her life. So thank you so much. And so we keep going every day, looking into this young man's story. Something as simple as Pig Fest falls into our lap that just totally dumbfounded me. I was like, what? And Blue Eyes said, you heard me. These are the kind of people we're talking about, folks. This is the uphill battle we're against, and it's called Katie, her husband, and his family. Not Sebastian's father, that's for sure. He's begging every day, wanting answers. This whole community, all we care about is finding Sebastian. All the rest of it, it will fall into place. It will all fall into place as it needs to be done once Sebastian is found. So let's all just say a prayer that facial recognition, the ping, could be something that may identify him. Hey, Terry. Oh, you're good. We're just happy to have you when you can be here. Thank you for being here. Evil is ramping up. And guys, we're fighting it every day. C Star said, I wouldn't attend. All we wanted, she asked to put a little tiny table at the entrance there just to pass out a flyer, not even walking around inside. Don't give her access to the inside. She didn't even care about that. Guys, just right there at the entrance. And they shut it down because the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks did not obviously want it. She was told Eric Craddock, Sheriff Craddock, had to approve. He said he had nothing to do with it. Lies, lies, and lies. Let's all lie and let's make sure we protect our friends that are lining our pockets in that county. That's what it says to every one of us. Yes, a lot of airports do have that. They don't want them found. They do not want Sebastian found. If they did, Katie would have handed over the picture she took of her son just hours before she reports him missing. The most updated photo. We all saw her take it. Where's that picture? Now, she's going to put out pictures of, when he's like 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10. Maybe 10. It don't even make sense. Kind of goes back to that Fox News report that, Mr. Chris wanted to be on so bad. They were asked to give 5 photos. She gave one small video of him saying green tea. She gave 3 other photos of Sebastian, and the 4th one did not even have her child in the picture. They're on a national network all over. All over. People see this. And she puts a photo up that doesn't even have her child in it. Make it make sense, because none of it does. Yeah, Cecilia was here yesterday. She was in chat yesterday. She has grandkids, I believe, with her. Yes, Lori. Poor excuse for a mother. And there's no way. They don't want this child found at all. And it goes to the very beginning when they tell us on another YouTube creator's channel where they call in and she sounds distraught and devastated. And she says that he's very young in mind. Her husband tells us he may be 15, but his body may look 15, but his mind hadn't caught up. They go on to talk about him as if he's a child nobody wants to be around because he's so immature. They continue to push that narrative. They continue to tell everybody how he gets up in your bubble. He gets fixated on one thing, and if you don't want it, then you don't get to do anything else until you do it, basically. Chris was the one who made the comment on one of those interviews he did on a YouTube channel where he said something about how you just don't even want to sit across the table and eat from him. He's so messy. I don't know about you all, but when I watched that young man at Texas Roadhouse, he had table manners. He kept his napkin on his lap. He kept his food in his bowl nice and neat. He ate like he hadn't eaten in a while. But I'm sure you, like me, also noticed how uncomfortable he was sitting at a table with the woman who gave birth to him. He sat there and had very few conversations with his mother. She was too busy on her phone. She was too busy looking around the restaurant to see if everybody was in their places, to see if everybody was there and had arrived and everything was ready to happen. She was more fixated on other people in that restaurant than she was her own child. And if she knew at that point what was fixing to happen just within hours after they left there, minutes maybe, shame on her, because that means she knew that would be their last time to sit alone together. And she couldn't even conversate with her son, but just a little here and a little there. So sad. I felt so bad for Sebastian. But in no way did I see a young man that was so young in mind that he couldn't even have good table manners. I in no way saw a young man that's all up in his mother's bubble across the table. He didn't speak until she spoke to him. If you go back and you notice, that's exactly how conversations were held. She spoke to him first. And at some point during that time, sitting at that table, that booth right across the table from his mother, she makes a comment to him, throws her hand up, and he starts shaking his head no. Did she tell him what was fixing to happen to him? Did that child have to live in fear until things happened? Because whatever it was, he was not comfortable with it. And if you look close, you can read his lips saying, no, 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 I can't. I can't. I wish there was audio from that table to know exactly what her words were to her son at their last meal together, where she was too occupied by others around her. Teresa, how sweet of you, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. You're so sweet. Thank you for that, Teresa. Super, super kind of you. So, yeah, here we are 18 months later in 2 days. Still asking the same questions. What happened to Sebastian? What happened that night when they left Texas Roadhouse? Did that young man make it to his home or not? That is the key. Did she stop at a store and hand him off like some possibly think could have happened? Was someone put in place to be at that store to pick up Sebastian and to leave with him far away? So by the time 6 o'clock rolls around and she makes that important call to her husband first, and they don't even call 911 because at that point it's not an emergency, right? It's just their child's gone, but no emergency, no 911 call. Let's call our buddies. It's crazy, folks, that we have to sit here and repeat these things to keep our minds fresh, to remember to remember who was alone in that house that next morning with all those doors locked. Just my girls, thank you so much. Go, go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to each of y'all for doing that. I'm so excited. And thank you, just my girls. You know, it's sad when all you want to do is pass out flyers at an event that's going to bring in thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And a huge number of those people may not even know about Sebastian, who he is, may not even know there's a child missing from that city. But his mommy, her husband, and his family say, no, we don't want them passing out flyers for him. Why? It does not make sense to me. It leaves more questions, more questions, more questions, and even more questions. I know, in that sad, Kathy, Sebastian couldn't win. He was continually humiliated. They called and said he had an accident. And it was Mr. Chris that said to just go ahead and leave him in it because he must like it so much. Oh, I can't wait for the day to find out he's just going to have to sit in it and like it himself. Exactly, Holly. Why isn't his mother passing out flyers? I bet that wasn't even on their thought process. They're there to have a good time now. Come on, silly girl. They don't want a reminder that they have a missing child. They want to drink, eat some barbecue, listen to some country music. That's all they want. They want to live their life because they're the parents that are child free. They want to drink away those memories of what really happened to Sebastian and why we're sitting here 18 months later still talking about the possible things that could have happened to Sebastian. Oh, Sabrina, girl, I'm with you on that. She said, I feel in my heart that Miss Chris did something horrid to this young man. After hearing his rant that he did on Brittany J, she's a woman he don't even know. A person that's just on YouTube. And if there was that much hate for her, could you imagine living in the home with him and him being pissed at you and saying things in your face? If there was ever any form of respect, even just a teeny tiny little bit that I might have had for Katie and Chris, it went out the window the minute I heard that man say the things that he said to a woman. No, Brittany had never said anything about them being guilty. Oh, wouldn't that be funny, Teresa, if they got arrested at Pigfest? Boom. We like that idea, don't we? Man, oh man, oh man. I think we could all go for a little double, or we'll at least settle for the double arrest during Pigfest. We can sure enough get on board with that. Yes, it was disgusting. It was horrible. You do not talk to a woman that way, no matter how angry you get. But if you feel that way about a woman, then you should completely go in a different direction than where she's at. Because there is no excuse for that. But, however, folks, I have a feeling we saw a side of Mr. Chris that a whole lot of people don't get to see. You know, kind of like the sheriff. You know, Mr. Snuggle Struggles. Hey, Seth. Big hugs to you. Our prayers are with you 100%. There is no reason for what he did to Brittany J. And to think that some of that anger may have been lashed out at Sebastian makes me excited for the day that man gets a brand new pair of silver bracelets. That alone is what keeps me here every day talking, every day on here. Sebastian deserves his voice to be heard because there are people, his mother, her husband, and his family that are trying to drown out Sebastian's voice. Sorry about your bad luck, people. We're here to be a reminder Sebastian matters. Flyers will be passed out at Pigfest. Trust me. We may not be at the gate, but you don't got to be at the gate to reach every person that comes into that place. No worries, Mr. Craddock. We got this under control. And to the city of Hendersonville, Tennessee, the Parks and Rec Department, you might need to talk to your boy over there because it's very unprofessional when you say you'll have to get the approval of the Proudfoots and the Bowersox family before you pass out a flyer. Very unprofessional. Only one person is his blood relative in that whole mix. And he's got another blood relative. But you forgot that one. So yeah, the city of Hendersonville might need to do a little touch up on professionalism, because you just proved a point to us who actually has a say-so in that city. The main sponsor is Dude Wipes. Proudfoots, Bowersox, their name's nowhere on there. Already looked, checked right away to make sure that there was not some kind of thing on there saying, they possibly had a contract signed or something like that. Nope, not mentioned. There was another family name mentioned, not related to them. Not at all. $75 for the steak dinner, 20 for the concert. But they don't want flyers of your son, Seth. They don't want his face being everywhere they turn because they might not be able to have a good time that weekend. That's all I can figure. It's just absolutely ridiculous when the city is the one that puts on this event, and they are going to say they have to get those people's approval. They're not even his blood family. And Craddock, just a reminder, after this man went and had lunch with the Proudfoots that day, this is his reply. At this time, we are not authorizing any outside vendors or distribution of any material in, everybody take note to that one tiny word, in the Pig Fest event, other than those who are sponsors of the event. Should you want to set up at the school property near the event, you would need to contact the school. Oh, Mr. Gilly, Andy boy, don't worry. We got this. We don't need your suggestions, Andy. We got this all under control. And right there, we are not authorizing. He might as well have put the Proud Sox and the Bauer Sox don't authorize this, because he already told on himself when he said, we'll have to get the approval first. You screwed up, Andy. Don't worry, we got you. We got you. We have a subscriber here, Seth, that is asking, trying to get in touch with the Oak Ridge Boys to see if they will bring up Sebastian's name at their concert, and possibly, if they have a table, have his flyers there at the table as well. I mean, how are they going to tell the Oak Ridge Boys not to, right? Oh, Mr. Andy screwed up. He don't realize there's other ways. There's other ways. Oh, newbie, don't be so unsure about that part. I'm telling you, we got people working. Sebastian will be seen. Sebastian's flyers will be seen. People have to park in a parking lot. A parking lot is a public place. Don't forget that part. And hey, if they come back and there's a flyer on their windshield, so be it, right? There's ways to do things without the Proud Sox or Proudfoots and the Bauer Sox permission. Trust me, guys. They don't matter. They don't have any say-so in Sebastian's life. His mother pleaded the fifth. She won't speak out because she might incriminate herself. Nothing to worry about, right? When a mother pleads the fifth. You know, it's just absolutely gross that a mother's going to say for her birthday, all she wants is for people to keep passing out Sebastian's flyers. And 2 days later, turn down the largest event in their town for everybody to receive a flyer. Nobody can tell me that woman wants her son found, because I'll call bullshit every day. Guys, Sebastian's voice has been muffled by those people that have to give their permission to pass out a flyer. They have muffled his voice. We can't hear where he's at right now. But one day, Sebastian's going to be heard. His story will be told. We're not going to stop until that day comes, because he deserves it. He deserves it. He did what he was supposed to do, and he told the school. The school then called CPS. CPS let him down, but don't forget, oh, the stepfather had a family relative working there, taking care of things, and quickly moved to Alaska and is now working in petroleum. Why? Because she was doing things illegally with Sebastian's case so that it didn't affect her family member, because they seem to protect each other. Lots of questions, guys. Lots of questions. And we're going to be here every day if I possibly can be here. And we're going to be saying the things that need to be said, because Sebastian is way overdue for his voice to be heard. The people responsible need to be put away. They need to be the ones that are punished. Quit punishing his father with the grief he's having to live with every single day because of your stupid, idiotic minds that decided this is what's going to happen. Those are the people that made things happen. We're going to be the people to make them pay for what they've done. And don't forget, his mother holds the key to all of it. The woman who gave birth to him holds the key to every bit of Sebastian's story. Because no mother that's innocent, that is missing and grieving her own child, would plead the fifth. Because innocent people don't have to. Because, see, the truth is the truth, and you don't have to change the truth. Always remember that when you tell the truth. The truth doesn't ever have to be changed to fit a narrative. But when you lie, each time you open your mouth, you got to add to that lie to continue to keep going and continue that lie, because you might have missed a piece somewhere. So let's embellish it. Innocent mothers don't do that. Mothers who love their child without ever questioning their love for their child, wants nothing but good for that child's life. Folks, I spent today sitting beside a headstone, talking to my son. I didn't have a choice. Katie had a choice. What did she choose? Is my question to her. There's some of us who don't have that choice. Our child is taken, and we know will never come back. But Katie chose something for Sebastian's life. She holds the key, guys. And just continue to pray that this ping that was found, this facial recognition that caught certain features that possibly might be Sebastian. Just pray that if it is Sebastian, he can get back home soon. If it's not Sebastian, pray for that person's safety, because it seems as if that person is in a place that's not very calm at the moment, it seems. Yeah, Jen, I hear you, sister. There's so many kids out missing, guys. There's a lot of kids that went missing, and their parents are grieving every day. Their parents don't go on vacations. Their parents don't go to Disney. Oh my God, at the guilt I would feel if my child wasn't there to go to Disney just less than a year, or right out a year's time. It's still too soon. Parents feel guilty when they enjoy and laugh and have a good time because they have one child that is not able to have that good time. Trust me. But Katie has the time of her life with the choice that she made for her son. I honestly believe that at any time Katie could have stopped whatever it was that was happening. At any time, she could have put her child in her car and drove away and kept him safe. She made a choice. And because of her choice, this mother now has pled the fifth. There's no way around it. If she didn't do anything, she wouldn't need a lawyer, and she wouldn't need to shut her mouth to keep from incriminating her in her son's disappearance. It's very, very sad. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some ice cream trucks. Y'all make sure to come back and listen to this one, because, oh my gosh, something we all need to know about. Every one of us. We need to know what's happening in this world. And if at any time I hear any news on this ping, I will post it for y'all so that you know, and make sure everybody's able to hear. I will be looking out for it. You know, Seth, I don't know if you are still listening or not, but we have someone that wants to work with you. Someone that can open doors outside the state of Tennessee. All you got to do is email me. If you're here and still listening, stay strong. We got you covered in prayer. We're with you there in spirit. Yes, Patty Lee, it's crazy. Oh, just wait. Yeah, you saw it today. It's crazy. Y'all, the ice cream truck stories are just out of this world crazy. So, yes, tomorrow we will definitely talk about that and get y'all all updated on that, because I think everybody needs to know about what's happening with that. And look out for yourselves, guys. Be safe in this evil filled world. Love on your children. Love on your grandbabies. Just hold them a little extra. And for those whose mothers, like Katie, have made choices for their child that's not so good, say prayer for those kids, because they need it. Please keep Legally Blonde in your prayers. They have been doing a lot of tests on her, and she needs strength. Her body needs to heal. And for our Blue Eyes also, she is fighting constantly behind the scenes. If you guys knew how hard this woman worked for Sebastian in this case, you would be amazed when you find out how bad her heart is. She's not stopping. We have some awesome people here, and I'm so grateful to get to know each of you. And so, with that, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget, always stand strong for Sebastian. We are his army, and we can help him find his voice. And with that being said, I hope to see you all tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. But until then, love and hugs to you all. Good night, everybody.